Welcome back to Let's Play Amnesia, a machine for pigs. Oof, I remember. They're, jumped down a hole last time. May have been a bad decision. Let's not jump down any more holes. What is that? That's not my monitor. There's some kind of really weird staticky effect flickering over the screen. I believe that is to the game. It's very interesting. Maybe he hit his head on the way down. October 22nd, 1899. Naturally, once bled, the product must be scalded, dehaired, and scraped ready for gambroling and evisceration. For this, we pass them through the steam reservoir, which is kept at a constant temperature by passing excess high-pressure venting from the engines via the boiler and a series of large copper pipes into a stone chamber just below the workhouse. At the center of the machine, there is a component that must be kept at a consistently low temperature, which controls operations of the processing of product through the system. Alongside this, refrigeration is of the utmost importance in retaining product quality, and this also requires heat to be removed from certain areas of the machine. Two problems are therefore combined into a single solution: the removal of heat from some areas and the requirements for increased heat in others. Conducting panels draw heat using the principles of convection, regulated by the boiler and sending freezing air along one set of pipes in one direction and superheated vapors in another. So that steam I was going to say that steam I tried to walk through earlier may have been steam.
Isn't it dangerous allowing this filthy discharge to collect so close to the core?
We can use the flow to drive the turbines. There will always be a torrent of excreta flooding through these tunnels. We can use this to supplement the steam production and ensure constancy.
Dear God, the stench! This fecal matter is the true product of the age.
So help me if there's something swimming in there. It better be a current. Well, apparently it is a current. Electrified. That or something electrical is falling into the water at perfect intervals. Why am I walking towards the noise? Oh, crud. That means it's coming back down the way I just came from. See, there's something in the water, too. A journal. I mean, a note. Journal note. August 1st, 1899. Several of the older forms have breached their containment area and escaped into the sewers. They remind me of my limitations. This is no Chelm, and I am no Eliyahu. At least not quite yet. It is the heat generated from keeping the doorway between open that is to blame. We cannot simply pack them about with coolant as we do at the center where the doorway is. The later versions are kept safe by the freezing temperature of the towers. Up here, where the air is hot and fetid, they become overheated, and their duality tears them asunder, as the other place flies from their cells and their vita splinters. They live sporadically, torn from one world to the other and back again in violent, unpredictable bursts. For a few seconds they are creatures of this world, then they are torn away and cease to have physical form. This vicious ripping back and forth between worlds has driven them quite insane. I have ordered the affected areas sealed and will not allow my loyal workers to enter. These are doomed places now, the abode of failed experiments, ghosts of fear and spite. I wonder if that's why in the first Amnesia game the creatures were able to kind of phase in and out of existence. Otherwise they were hallucinations, which is the other typical theory. Oh, look, the map is... we haven't seen the map since we were way up here. So now we're way down here. Almost to the core. Opened one sluice gate and started a phone call. Who could it be?
Faster, Mandus. Drain the waters. Open the way to the bilge pumps. We are waiting for you.
We who? We the people? We the queen? The royal we. The flooded tunnels. My mysterious friend is correct. The sewers are indeed flooded. To descend further, I will have to find the local sluice pumps to drop the water levels. The smell is almost unbearable. It makes me gag. Why would the saboteur have flooded the tunnels, though? What did he hope to achieve? What if I'm the saboteur and I just have amnesia and I'm undoing all my hard work? These are good questions. Water level has not dropped. But I see what is likely the door I'm supposed to go through. Okay, I'm going to take that as a hint. I'm not supposed to go down there. I'm going to go ahead and call that an electrocurrent. It keeps gurgling at me. Being all zappy. Electrocurrent. Sounds so exotic. Oh, good lord. Sorry, that circular opening just popped into view and I thought it was a giant eye or something. Give them credit, it really has suspense and ambience about it. It's bright enough, I really don't need to be carrying the lantern around. Why is that one electrified? Better question, why is there a current here? Or what I'm assuming to be a current, just based off similar behavior. Aside from the added zappy zaps. Bzzzt. I love that electrical sound. I haven't seen one of you in a while.
But we can save them. We can set them free. We can replace a rotten old world with a clean new one.
Mr. Mandus, you sound every bit the fanatic.
Well, how can I be otherwise, Professor? How can any man of ethics simply stand by and watch this world drown in its own excrement?
And your engineer, this visionary with whom you have embarked upon this course, does he share your views?
Indeed he does. Indeed he does. The poor fellow has seen it all before. Now, this is not the first great civilization he has wept for.
And so you set about things immediately upon your return?
Naturally. These things cannot be left to rot upon the tree. And sponsors were remarkably easy to find. I tell you, Professor, a trail of greed brings rich men to your door like pigs to truffles.
No, never mind. Alexander's dead. I was about to say you don't suppose that Alexander's this engineer of his, but Alexander was consumed. So we don't have to worry about him anymore. Envire and Agrippa would never stand for this. Note. February 17th, 1899. And I said, "Look, my darlings, can you see it?" And they said, "Yes, Daddy, we see it." A tall, weathered cap of a steep-sided pyramid like those of Egypt, stone falling away from the summit, vines crawling about, intertwining the stucco serpents that thrive about the steps, a palpable sense of stillness, a weight of forgotten. And this is where the king sat. And this is where the priest lived. This is the house of the dead. And here where the sun strikes, this is where they threw the hearts that were not consumed. This sounds to be a Maya or Aztec reference. No, my darlings, they most certainly were not savages. You see, they believed that the sky could fall on their heads, and they truly, truly believed that offering blood was the only way to stop this from happening. Perhaps, my darling, perhaps they were mistaken altogether. Or perhaps their tragedy was they simply could not spill blood enough to prevent the sky from falling in upon them. Ah. I really want to know what's in the other door. After I read the journal. Mandus post-diluvian. That's done it. Now I can enter the strange decontamination chamber once again and move onwards. The waters are pushed back, making the way to the bilge clear, where I can divert the remainder of this filthy torrent back into the Thames where it belongs, and clear the path to the center of this machine. Ah, so we're in Great Britain. More than likely. Where the Thames, there is also TARDIS, and where there's a TARDIS, there's a doctor. And that would make us British. I need to quit making those references. I don't know which way to go. Oh, wait, yes I do.
That's it, Papa. You're so near now.
Now I can walk on this path and zap it out. So I was right before. This is a decontamination chamber. Flip that switch. Shut that door. Hold decontamination. Deactivate the decontamination. And then I fall in a pit. I heard a pig. Holy! Just plain huge. I'm just gonna pretend that I don't have to go that way ever. They seem to be having a banquet down there. I can't tell what they're eating, and it's probably for the best. So what's on the other side of this door? We'll find out next time. Since it's almost the 15-minute point, and, good place to pause. So.